I was looking for a good Bluetooth headphone to be able to play to my PlayStation 5 in the middle of the night without bother anyone. If you know, I have kids, so it's important for me to have sometimes my privacy. And at the same time enjoy also music in Bluetooth way, in a wireless way, when I need. And I think we find one. I think also it is great, but not perfect. So let's speak about it. Since I'm testing a lot of audiophile stuff, I was already familiar with the Audeze brand, an American brand that make great high quality and high fidelity headphones, generally with the planar magnetic technology. And if you don't know what is the difference between dynamic and planar magnetic, I will let a link in the description from Audeze that is explaining this really good. Which one I prefer? Well, sometimes I have a lot of dynamic headphones, but also a lot of planar magnetic. If you follow my channels, I have a lot of headphones from Hi-Fi Man, for example. Great headphones that it will give you a lot of fun. And back on Audeze was just acquired from Sony, something interesting. And when I heard this news, I was pretty shocked. Probably one of the biggest news in 2023. Really interesting, and I can't wait to see what will come out from this technology sharing. But let's focus on the headphones of today, and this is the Audeze Maxwell. It's a closed pack headphones, as you can see, so it's not an open driver. This is meaning that when you wear it, who is sitting closer to you, it will not hear probably anything. And generally this type of designs, closed designs, is sharing, it's like a little bit of soundstage, so that could be a little bit smaller compared to open designs, and is also a little bit more hard to be tuned, but the Maxwell is really well tuned, and we'll speak just in a moment about it. $300 is an attractive solution. There are two releases, one for PlayStation 5, one for Xbox, but both of them are compatible with PC gaming. Microphone is included, and comparing specs with other interesting and famous headphones headset, of course in the similar retail price, there are two characteristic features that are impressive. First one is the battery life, that is around 80 hours and is compatible with the last Bluetooth codec 5.3. 80 hours, wow, that's just crazy. It reminds me the Sennheiser Momentum 4 that is around 60, but 80 I never saw anything like that, and I think there is anything like that on the market. Regarding Bluetooth, is absolutely stunning. Not only support multitasking operations, so you can be connected to your smartphone and on PlayStation 5 at the same times, but as soon you connect the dongle, the device will be recognized in automatic. Make it really easy to use it and pair it with your PlayStation 5. All you have to do is connect the dongles, and from settings you can adjust the 3D audio profile. So thanks God is not plug and pray, as I said, but plug and play. And I don't really think there are many PlayStation 5 solutions out there with all this stuff. If you know it, please let me know in the comments, and I will check it for you. Audeze Maxwell features are really beautiful smart app applications that offering the possibility to equalize your Maxwell. Latency is excellent, is around 20 milliseconds. I'm not an hardcore gamer, but I really couldn't find any difference in my favorite games between a wired setup and the Audeze Maxwell in terms of latency. So really excellent. And yes, it's compatible also with the Tempest engine of the PlayStation 5. Build quality is great, I find them really solid in my hand. Ear holes are spacious, deep, headband frame is reinforced with metal material and leathers. Pads are also detachable. Comfort is really good, but it could have been much better, probably with a less little weight. And I don't know if battery life has something to do with the weight, because we know that 80 hours are really a lot. In my opinion, that's just too much, something around 40-50 probably could be fine, and if is these the reasons why are so heavy, then Audeze, please take in considerations to remove a little bit of weight. 490 grams are not few and you'll feel it unfortunately on your head. Plus the headband, it has only 3 holes for adjustments and is manual. It's not something that you can do it with your hand. You have to use up a screwdriver, and I was not able really to find my sweet spot. I mean, if I use the upper one is a little bit too short, and if I use the second one is a little bit under my ears level, so it's not really something sophisticated, and out there you can find better solution. And regarding stability, despite having a good clamping force, I will say that they could easily fall off from your head if you doing big movement, so let's say that it's not well balanced unfortunately. Physical control are good located and easy to use. Regarding portability, not so much. Ear cup can swivel but still take place and lacking a carry case, so take it in considerations. I like that the ear cups are signed with left and right, so you can quickly place it on your head. So this is what the Audeze Maxwell microphone sounds like. So it's pretty fine. I hear better microphone. It's pretty nasal, but get his job done. For chat during games, at least is clean for those are listening you. What I like from this Bluetooth set is the side tone or transparency mode. You can toggle it with the buttons or customize it with the smart app, and it will give you the possibility to hear your environment, something really good. What I like is also the Audeze zero filter technology. So when you're speaking, who are listening will just hear you and not what is around you. You will not hear any different. It's not ANC, but those are listening you. They should benefit from it. So what do you think about this microphone, how it sounds? Just let me know in the description below. And now finally, let's move to sound quality. Sound profile is pretty neutral. In gaming, explosions and gunfire are powerful and solid, while dialogue are really clear, with a lot of presence and a great intelligibility. I'm not an English native speaker, so actually watching my favorite movie, I was able almost to understand everything, so dialogue are really good on the Maxwell. Top end is a little bit rolled off, there is not so much textures out there, and you will notice it especially on music and on instruments that will lack a little bit of air. But at least it's not fatigue and I can really listening for hours and hours. Bass is where I was a little bit more confused because it looked like it's not really consistent. Sometimes was really good and sometimes like a little bit of body. Probably due to a limited headbands adjustment level, but it's something really subjective and it could be that you don't have these problems. And yes, I had the feeling that sometimes I have to work a little bit more on the placement and on the ceiling, so it's not consistent. Soundstage doesn't feel really spacious or immersive compared to my wired headphone setup. I generally use the HipDAC 3 with the Sennheiser 560S, but is a wired solution, it's not Bluetooth and lack of course the microphone. And of course is an open driver designs on the Sennheiser that it will give you, yes, a bigger soundstage, but it will lack the intimacy and the privacy of a closed design. And however, on the Maxwell is really not bad, especially on object localizations like, for example, enemies in war zones are really precise and well placed inside a 3D holographic space. The smart app will give you also the possibility to have some presets like competitions, immersive, bass boost or footsteps mode. The only problem is that to do this, for example, on my PlayStation 5, I have to disconnect the dongles to be able to make my adjustment, for example, on equalizations or preset change presets modes, making the process a little bit annoying. The other things that I don't like is that, for example, if you are using a multitasking operations, for example, is connected with the dongles on your PlayStation 5 and on the same time on your smartphone, and for example you receive a message, will interrupt the main sounds for a couple of seconds, probably more, so I really would like to see an upgrade from Audeze. In music I tested mainly with Cobas and also by streaming music, high-res music, 24-bit 192 kHz. I never had any problems and it sounds really delicious. Mid-range is warm and smooth, instruments and vocal are harmonically rich, make it really perfect for any music genre. So are really fun headphones to listen, and I was really not expecting this. Probably one of the best Bluetooth headphones, closed Bluetooth headphones that I ever heard until now. I also tested wired, but didn't give me the same results. So it really sounds better with Bluetooth connectivity, probably because it's using the DSP inside. So best Bluetooth headphones in music also until now. Oh yes, sounds really good. Really good dynamic and sub-bass performance, and can play really deep in the infrasonics with authority without any problem. What I really like from bass, that is tight and really clean. It has a good amount of body on vocal and instruments, and I like these mid-intimacy presentations. Really beautiful. That despite lacking this big soundstage, it will give you this vocal intimacy and presence, closer presence that I really like. If I want to be really critical, yes, it's like a little bit of soundstage, and the vocal timbre is not one of the best that I heard in a closed back designs in this price range. But overall it's really good also for music, and I really had fun with it. So as I said, it's really good, not perfect, and probably one of the most complete solutions out there. And it's still really convenient also in Europe, despite to having $100 more compared to the US market. So guys, this was my short review of the Maxwell great headphones. Just let me know if you have it or if you test it. And I really would like to see what it will come out from between Sony and Audeze now that they are partner, or let's call it something like that. From and out is everything for today. Please leave a like buttons if you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments what you think about it, and of course take in consideration to subscribe to the channels to support my work. Peace.